I'm alive and live. For you party girls. Here we go. Here we go. It's Friday night, almost 6:30. It's fun times. Where am I? This is Craft Roulette. I'm feeling rusty. I am Mary Gunfun. If you've never been here, we will be starting in about 10 minutes. This is the ultimate paper crafting, card making game show challenge. Yeah. And we're just warming up here, saying hi to everybody in the chat. If you are new to us, we'd love to meet you. And I see lots and lots of familiar names, and it's wonderful, wonderful to see you. We're also going to let Biddy Penny, who is our guest tonight, say something so that Mr. Producer can check her voice, and hope she has one.
Hi, everyone. I definitely have a voice. Hey, Mary and Lisa and Bonnie and Sharon and Ashley, Teresa, Susan, Susie, everybody.
I can hear her kids in the background anyway.
You can hear her kids. Well, they're not on their devices.
So you can definitely hear us. Yes, there's a party in this room with Mary, and there's a party in the other room with my family.
That's all right. Well, maybe they can come in and say hi. Sometime or other. It's already New Year's. That's right. In Melbourne. That is right. Huh. Well, it's good to know that the new year is coming. How are you guys all doing? You party animals? Do you have your party pants on? Party pants on, your ink ready? We've got new parameters if you haven't checked out the parameter. Oh, Ashley, I am like the worst. Thank you. You love the decorations. I am the worst.
In Sweden.
Sweden too. I'm a terrible decorator. I just would rather make a card. I do better on a card than decorating. But if you follow me for good advice on bad decorations, that's, all my socials. I should have that part. It's bad. But yay. Hey, Roberta. Hi, Sherry. Yeah, nice folks hopping in here.
It's great to see everyone.
Good deal. Stretch your pants on. It is. Grandma Gay's got her stretchy pants on.
Oh, yeah.
Sweden's ready with their stretchy pants. Party pants. Oh, she means jammies.
Definitely jammies at this hour for those girls.
Won't be long before these party pants come off and go right into jammy pants. Anybody staying up? Anybody a night owl? Well, Christina will be. She'll be up. It's already midnight there. She's already passed over to midnight. I'm not a stayer-upper. I'm an early to bed person. And I'm late to get up too. It's not like I go to bed early and get up early. I sleep in. It's one of my gifts.
Rest is important.
It is. So, will you stay up, Biddy Penny? With those
I don't know. That's
family
an
members?
hour I don't typically see very often, midnight. We'll see.
Right.
We'll see. There's usually a lot of fireworks, so I apologize in advance if you guys start to hear a lot of fireworks around here. Our neighborhood really likes to show out.
Yeah, we like them here too. Not only, but they will be saving some of those fireworks around here because after the Chiefs win, they will be shooting them off again tomorrow, Sunday, and the next one, and the next one. So they got to stretch out those fireworks.
Make the supplies last.
It's good. Yes, absolutely. Oh, she froze, but she looks so pretty. In that freezing position. There you came back. It was a good freeze. Usually when I get frozen, it's more like this.
Right.
But no, you're like. So. I hate those thumbnails that come up. And they're terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very humiliating. It's very funny.
They find the worst angles.
Ugh. Rotten.
Hey, Roberta. I'm from Texas. I'm a Texas girl.
Did you grow up in Texas? Because you don't do that.
I do. I did. I grew up in Texas. Yeah.
Do you fix to get ready?
Born and raised. I can go real country if you want me to, but it's all fake.
I can get down and
Southern
dirty
exposure.
I can do the long eyes.
Yeah.
Long eyes, really long eyes.
I love it.
Or display. Yeah, those long, drawn out syllables.
Yeah.
It's good. Yes, right, Mary. Go Chiefs. Woo-hoo. It's like I'm kind of disappointed tomorrow's not Sunday. I want to watch them. But I don't want to watch them because right now nobody's hurt. Everybody's fine. I don't have to worry. I'm like Team Mom. Everybody go to bed now. Get lots of fluids.
Oh, Ellen's asking if my hard hat has spangles on it. No, I should have decorated it. I should have put some lights on it or something.
Well, she kind of didn't have any. She didn't have a lot of warning.
Well, that's okay. I had plenty. So, I still didn't get prepared in time, but I had plenty of warning.
Well, I didn't either. So follow me for bad decorations.
I had the day off today, and I crafted. I didn't think like maybe I should clean my craft room and prepare for this. I was like, I'm going to make a bunch of cards. So
that makes a lot of sense. I stamped hello a bunch of times. That's all I did. But I thought, well, I've been scrapbooking more than card making.
Sorry if you hear my husband.
Since last we met. Dr. Shrug, what are you doing?
My husband's
He's got his part of pants on.
Man cave. Making noise.
Yay, Jeannie, thank you. Yes, please, Melanie Foy, thank you for that reminder. Those little thumbs up, you're doing all the comments. It's great. The YouTube and whatever watches all this stuff will be going, yeah, they like her. Let's spread her out to other crafters. And that's how we find new friends.
Yeah.
Ooh, University of Michigan gonna kick some booty tonight, Miss Judy. Oh, tomorrow. No, tonight. Tonight. Well, I might watch a little.
I see a roll tide from Alabama from Lisa. And we lived in Alabama for a little while in Auburn. And I got to experience the toilet papered trees, like the whole corner block. It was just, I've never seen anything quite like it. It was astounding. I couldn't believe it.
It's a real thing.
Yeah. It was amazing.
Well, I used to live, when I was a student, I lived down the street from the universities, like a block and a half. And when Oklahoma came to town, or Nebraska, the red that came in and just group after group after group of red walked by the house. It was more red than there were Jayhawks, I'm sorry to say. But yeah, Auburn is a real thing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Roll Tide. But it's fun to get behind a team.
We went to the running of the bulls in Spain and Pamplona, and we didn't realize that there was like a uniform that everyone wears. Like everyone wears white pants, a red shirt, and a red sash. We had no idea. We were just wearing street clothes, and we felt so out of place that the first thing we did was we immediately bought the uniform, because there's like a million people who come and everyone's wearing the same thing. And it's quite amazing what that does. Like, you know, you're immersed. My husband and I were the only two that knew each other. You know, we only knew each other in this crowd of a million people, but you feel united when you have the same uniform on, when you have the same colors on.
You know what we got to do?
I know what time it is.
They're going to start yelling at us. They're going to start saying, spin, spin, spin. So we better do it. I know. Well, we're going to take Bitty Penny off just for a second. We'll bring her back on with a proper introduction, but we will break for our introduction. We'll see you in about 30 seconds. Thanks for being here. Thank you. Hello, I'm Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, founder and head professor of Fun University and your intrepid and somewhat ditzy hostess of Craft Roulette. This is number 93. We are getting pretty close, and I don't know what we're going to do for the 100th yet, but we're excited that it's coming right down the street, just a couple months. This is Craft Roulette. It's a very serious crafting endeavor. We have spent many episodes developing our serious side of all the advanced technique. No, I'm just kidding you. We're just here to do some chatting and some crafting. We don't know what we're gonna do yet. We let the wheel decide that. This is all improv. We have a guest with us, and so we're just happy that you're here to join us. If you have any questions and you're watching the live, please ask one of our very astute moderators. They're very smart, and so are the other guys too. And if you are watching a replay, please leave us a comment down in the comments. That makes sense. If you have some questions, there's a bunch of stuff in the description. If you would give us a thumbs up, we'd really appreciate it. Subscribe and all of that. Okay, let's see. So I've been on break. We haven't been here we missed last week. We had my twin sister, Mary Claus, reading Santa's Long Pants to you all. And so I feel like I have been gone for ages, just absolute ages. So if I can remember anything, we're going to be good. Housekeeping. This is supposed to be our last day for the Woe mug. So this merchandise should be taken off of our merchandise store, which you can see right here. All sorts of beautiful merchandise, such as the Craft Roulette Foundry. Well, that's not gone. That's gone too. But the Craft Roulette shirts and Team Purple and Team Orange. We have it all for you. But Whoa mug is going out tonight. It will be there until next year. I'll just say 2022, which is tomorrow. Okay, so there's that. What else? I will be back on Fun University on Tuesday night. We will be breaking down one of the parameters that we will get tonight. It is on we have a YouTube channel for that. You can see it down in the description. We were supposed to have, let me give you a little background here, very little, because I know you're going to start yelling at me to spin, but we were supposed to have Justine Hovey on tonight, and doggone it, she is like, she's in Germany, so we made special arrangements, and it was really, she, bless her heart, gave us quite a bit of time, and then I went to rewatch it. We pre-recorded it. I went to watch it Monday to see what we needed to fill in so I could get my bearings back on what we were supposed to talk about. There was no sound on her end. So, and I watched for a while and went, this isn't right. Went a little farther, still no sound. Went to Mr. Producer and said, what's going on? Is there any... There was no reason that we didn't have any sound, but it's Eunice. We had an old friend, Eunice, show up, who is the technical bungler of our lives. So apparently that's what happened. But so we called Bitty Penny and said, she's a party girl. And we knew she would be a lot of fun on New Year's Eve. And she said, yes. So let's bring on Bitty Penny. We welcome from Texas. Yay, Bitty Penny!
Hey. Party girl in the house.
Party girl in the party pants. That's exactly right.
Yes.
So let's drink to the end of this great year and to welcome next year, shall we? I go this way, you go that way, and we clink.
Clink.
Raise a glass. Bravo.
Yum.
We even practiced that. You know, mine is, mine's not, You may notice mine has steam because it's hot tea. It's got some condensation. I don't think that champagne usually does it. Anyway, welcome to the last Craft Roulette of the year, Bitty Penny. It is your fourth appearance this year.
I'm so honored.
It's
Craft
just
Roulette is one of my absolute favorite things that I found in 2021. Well, I found it at the end of 2020, but let's just say 2021.
Yeah. And I started getting these notes from people saying, you got to look at Bitty Penny. You got to, and I'm going, Bitty Penny, that sounds like a funny person. and they said, you got to check her out. She's really great. She'd make a great guest. And so, as is my wont, I checked you out for quite a while, actually. And I watched your channel develop and watched your style develop. And then I went, yeah, she's pretty fun. I think we better have her on. So, and I'm sure glad that we did.
Oh, me too. Yeah, I think we're really kindred
she's
spirits.
Frozen again. She freezes pretty, though. Yes, I think so. You're a little more freer spirit than I, but see, she always freezes pretty. This happened before the show, too. She freezes pretty. She's like, and when I was saying before the show, I freeze like this, but that's okay. Our job is to make you look good. So that's okay. But what's your family? They're in the next room. So will we hear them cavorting?
Possibly, yes. There may be some board games played, and that can get very rambunctious. There's definitely going to be some fireworks. So I'm sorry to all the dogs and cats on the other side who may hear this.
Yeah.
Hopefully it won't be too loud.
Our doggies don't love it, but... Nah, it'll be fine. It'll just sound festive. Just sound festive. What's been going on with you? I know I've been watching a little bit of your YouTubes lately. You have just been, these are my quotes from Bitty Penny. Use what you have. Oh no, you don't need to measure, and don't overthink it. Those are your three mantras of the last couple months. Yeah, is that right?
Just tear it up and have some fun. I mean, totally, 100%. Yeah, I'm so excited for 2022. I'm definitely going to be like busting this stash of stuff everywhere. And, I've been exploring a lot, which I sent you some text, Mary, of some paintings and stuff. So I've been painting a lot. Mm-hmm. And I even went so far as to paint murals on our bathroom. Last weekend, I customized our master bath with murals. So they're like modern tropical, I'd say. So yeah, like that was kind of nerve wracking because I'm used to working on a small 8.5 by 11 or, something in my journal. Yeah. And then as soon as I put the big swash of color, I was like, am I crazy? Have I just ruined our bathroom? But that one of the things that card making has taught me is just you keep going. You don't give up, and you'll go through some funky periods possibly, but you just keep going. And if you have a vision, just see it through to the end. And definitely, it went through some awkward points, but I'm really happy with it. And my hubby loves it. And so it all worked out.
I am trying to think of the artist. I'll have to look him up. The artist that did jungle scenes early 1900s. They were highly saturated. I think if you probably know who I'm talking about. If you, I'll find him and send it to you and post it in the group because it makes me think of that. They were really cool with like highly saturated colors.
The illustrator of Jungle Book. I think Jack Burroughs did Jungle Book.
Could have been. I don't think it was him, but I'll have to find it. I think that's really neat. We're seeing in there, Mary Collier says she loves your Franken paper.
Yes.
You want to?
I've been using a lot of it lately.
And what is a Franken paper?
So a Franken paper is, okay, so I had this 12 by 12 paper pad of scrapbook paper that I knew I would never use again. And so essentially, Franken paper is borrowed from junk journalers, but when you take just all your scraps and basically start collaging them to fill a sheet, And they call it Frankenpaper. And I've been using it a lot in my card making. So I've been cutting those scrap sheets down, adding ephemera, and calling it a day on cards. And they're turning out wonderful. It's so much fun.
They really are. They really are. They're really fun. And
it's a great way to use
things
your
that are
scraps.
related enough that nobody fusses or fights or anything. You do a good job of it. You have a good sense of style.
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
Maybe we'll put Frankenpaper on the parameters.
Yeah, actually someone did comment on one of my videos one time that this should be added to Craft Roulette.
That's so funny.
So, yeah.
You guys let us know if you want Frankenpaper as a parameter. We'll have to find out and explore that. It would be fun. We did have a paper collage once. It was one time when a fellow Texan, Katie Taylor, was on. And that was a long time ago. But, we had paper collage. So I think it was paper, but kind of Frankenpaper-y.
Yeah.
It was a weird one.
For sure.
Anyway, yeah. Well, I think we need to keep moving on here. And we've got some cards from episode 92 to show you.
You got to do that first. That's
if
right.
you haven't ever... What's that?
Oh, I was like, I'm ready to spin. But no, we need to see the contributors' cards first. See, I'm one of them.
I know.
I'm one of
I
the
am so off.
spins.
You are one of those spins. I like it though. I like that you have enthusiasm and gumption.
Yeah.
But we do have like
cards.
77 cards to show you first. Yeah, and they were good. So we're gonna show you that, and we're gonna answer the age-old question: what is Craft Roulette? And then we're gonna bring you back on for that spin. So everybody, sit back, relax. We've got some beautiful cards to see. Thank you for joining us tonight on New Year's Eve chat. And thank you, Bitty Penny, for gracing us with your loveliness and your pretty freezes. Now, go ahead and freeze pretty and we'll take you off. There you go.
What is Craft Roulette? Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. Each category has 24 possible options with a combined possibility of 331,776 unique projects. Whoa. We're live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central on youtube.com/craftroulette. Please like and subscribe. Each week, we bring on a special guest crafter to create along with us and share their unique take on the challenge. You can play too. Complete a unique project of your own using the same 4 parameters set in this episode. You'll have 48 hours to contribute by submitting pictures of your project through the submission form on craftroulette.live. Contributions are featured on marygunfund.com's weekly episode blog and the next episode. Let's recap last week's episode and submissions.
Wowzer, that's what we do every Friday night, 6:30 Central Time, right here on YouTube. And you are always welcome to join us. We will be showing who we have for guests coming up later in the show. If you want to learn more, you can always go to craftroulette.live and see all those shows and all the galleries and all that wonderful stuff. Look at all those woes. You guys didn't miss a beat. Coming back with the chat. You guys know the show. It's very, very touching. Thank you for all those Christmas cards, too, and I have a bunch of them to show you later in tonight. But we had 77 contributions. Now, I say, kiss those brains, because it was the weekend before Christmas, for crying out loud, and I thought, oh, man, we'll probably get 40, maybe 50 cards. No, you guys rallied. We're a little lower, but 77 is pretty darn impressive. We had a fun guest, Corey Wiskman. She was a hoot and a holler, and I think you all enjoyed meeting her. Our parameters for last week were gatefold card, blue-green +1, in or under the tree, which I thought was really fun because it had been on the the wheel since October, I think. And Tide was our random parameter. So we are up to 4,333 contributions altogether since we started. That's pretty darn amazing stuff. This was the card I made with Kerwin, our kitty. There's our contributor map from all over the world. We still have places for lots more, though. We are waiting for you, Ishani, from India. We're looking forward to that. And I can't remember right off who else I've talked to that I need to hear from, but we have plenty of places that we can put your pin. So say hi to your pin. Corin Wiskman was our guest. She really was a wonderful guest, and her husband was with us too, Tim. We enjoyed their company, and she made this really cute, simple, clean card. This was a little close up. And there it is, open. And that's, if you've never seen a gatefold, that's what a gatefold often looks like. Okay, here we go. Just a second. This is on a timer. I'm just going to say your name and maybe one little thing and keep it moving so we can get to the spins. Here we go. Thanks you guys for sending them in. It should go. That's what I'm hearing. There, Lisa Welpley from Illinois sent this one in. Allie Cope, who's here in blue from Medicine Hat, Canada. Danica Matters from right here in Kansas City, Missouri. Look at all the ways they use Tide. Chassid McBrayer from Georgia. Very pretty. Wendy Jarvis from Florida. I think I saw you in here tonight. Elizabeth H. from Maryland. That's cool. Kathy Herring from Wisconsin, number 57. Chris Pesmino from Ecuador. She doesn't know, but she's been around quite a while. Karen C. from Maryland, number 26. Pretty little birds. Denise O'Gwyn from Louisiana. See how hers opens up? Sue Masoner, our third leading contributor with 77. Ava Ballone from Naples, Florida, number 50. She's a zero hero. Mary Moisen from Illinois, her 30th consecutive. Well done, Mary. I think you have a video with that. Carol Sanquinetti from Indiana, number 43. Rosie B. from Ohio, number 15. Cute birdie. Christina Bromy from Sweden, number 51. Always outstanding. Catherine Taylor from Washington, number 33. Layla Harris from Washington, number 6. Super cute. Teresa Parmenter from Massachusetts, number 32. Deanna Thomas from Missouri, number 17. Lisa Hunter, number 10, from Virginia. That was so interesting. Julie Sanders from Delaware, number 25. We got that tree in right at the end of the season. Jackie Ripp, second leading contributor with 78. Amy Prather Smith, number 2. Super cute. Anna Moreno from California, her 6th submission. Well done. Jennifer Hunstad from Minnesota, number 22. Andy Zach from Maryland, number 11. Lots of Christmas, some Valentines. Nancy Elric from Calgary, number 3. Smurf Murphy from California brought in number 53. Lynn Sprengel from Wisconsin, her 34th. Well done, Lynn. Anna York from Oregon, 34, she thinks. Mary Neighbor from Montana, her 51st. Well done. Elaine Anderson from Utah, number 35. Pretty. Kay Wearer from Wisconsin, number 40, a zero hero. Deanna Roquefort from Washington, number 26, a shaped one. That's cool. Mary B. from Marionville, number 3. Sherry Pemberton from down the street in Missouri, number 37. Arlene DeTizio from Pennsylvania, number 39. Patty Beck, our contributor leader with 87 in Tennessee, but she's at a party. Vicky Ruda from the UK, number 52. You've made it a year. Tui Hartigan from New Zealand, number 3. Brian Dickey from Mississippi, his 11th, with mustaches. Lauren Taylor from California, one of our guest crafters, with 14. Jackie Muller from South Australia, and I got to meet her on a Zoom. Arlene Finnegan from Pennsylvania. I hope you're feeling better, Arlene. Karen Goddard from Australia, number 43, with some cool origami. Gail Otto from Australia, number 23. Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis, bringing in the big 7-0. Woo! Marie Stewart from Oregon, number 24. Very pretty. Rose Duberstein from Arizona, number 46. Cute, cute. Cordelia Alderman, who had withdrawal symptoms from Craft Roulette. Amy Ullin from Washington, number 42. Very fun. Camille Ernst from Illinois. It's her 23rd. Cute kitties. Lisa Hall from Alabama, number 17. Lynn D. from Indiana, number 13. So many styles. Rebecca F. from Ohio, number 21. Heidi Ryan from Washington, number 42. That was a cool little trick. Kim Blackburn from Texas. Oh, we don't know. Kelly Ryan from Washington, her first. Welcome. Oh, that's you. It's a man. It's a man. Bonnie Knack from Wisconsin, number 33. 5K Limone from Florida, number 59. That was the same stamp that started the whole thing. Sharon Castor from the Red Chair in Ohio. Hope you're feeling better, with number 29. Rose Ann Hendrickson, number 14. Such a pretty card. Vicki Tillett from North Carolina, number 49. We all got a kick out of that one. Grandma Gay Robeson, number 26. Yahoo! Brenda Gentry from Utah, number 43. That's funny. Lisa Taylor from Colorado, number 17, with Kerwin causing all sorts of trouble. Feline Mays from Oregon, number 42. Moose and a light bulb. Lou Ann Johnson from Iowa, number 40, a zero hero. Bonnie Swalkowitz, 48 consecutive. Well done, Bonnie. Your style is always pretty. Linda Gorman from Ohio, her 22nd. Very cute. Jean Addis from North Carolina, Big 10. That's how you get there, one at a time. Margaret Adamaniak. I am. Anne Shackles from Australia, number 28. I'm going to call you sometime, Margaret, and and listen to you say it. Thank you, guys, every one of you. We had 2 guys in there. That's fun. Moving right in there with all the dudes, right? We're up to probably about 1.65% of you guys in our audience being dudes, and we're glad for you. But thank you so much for just carving out a few minutes to craft and send in a card last time. That was pretty darn impressive. And they were all so cute. All so cute. Really glad you did it. Thank you so much. Well, shall we bring her back? We're going to give Mr. Producer. We are here with Mr. Producer. He is running all the machinery behind the scenes. And he does all the wonderful stuff, all the graphics and all the cool stuff that make us look like Craft Roulette. Yes, they are wonderful, Cordelia. Well, looky there. She's ready to go to work. So much That's for right. The friendly time. She's got her hard hat on, ready to go to work. What did you think of those cards?
Amazing. I absolutely love them.
They are.
They made me want to make a gatefold.
Yeah. Well, maybe the parameters will be such that you can. Right. I like to point out, I don't do this often enough, but some of them are very ornate, but some of them are very simple. And just because they're not ornate or something tremendously unique doesn't mean they're not valuable or That's that right. we don't appreciate getting them. Because sometimes I think we don't want to, we don't want the buzzkill of 2022 comparing us to other crafters to ever happen on this show.
Not at all.
It's a complete buzzkill because everybody's got something to offer. So
a special announcement and a video on my channel tomorrow. I've put together a collaboration team. And we're tackling old and new in 2022. And I picked people who were totally different. I picked clean and simple people. Yep. I picked people who like to make scene cards. I picked people who like to make mini albums. Like, I wanted a lot of diversity because there's a place for all card making. There's a place for everyone at the table, no matter what style
you're
have.
Right.
And it's all
it'd get pretty boring pretty
equally
fast.
Fabulous in its own way.
I agree. I'm glad you're doing that. I look forward to seeing it tomorrow.
Yeah,
I am. Yeah. I didn't know about it. That was a new one to me. That's exciting.
Surprise.
Ooh. Yeah. You never know with Bitty Penny. I remember you saying maybe in November that you didn't know what you were going to do, but it was going to be different. So there you go. That's going to be good. Hard hat ready and ready to spin. Who wants us to spin? Any spins out there? I don't know why the internet's going silly, but we've got Mr. Producer to keep us all fixed up. There are no mistakes in art. There you go, Linda. Okay, well, shall we do it?
Let's do it. I'm ready.
Should we go to the wheel? Let's do it. You're ready. I'm not sure if I am, but you've been making cards all afternoon, so you are probably pretty up to date and ready to go. Those are our Yes, I did. I threw the Patreon stuff together I threw it together when I knew that we were going to have a guest. So Tuesday, I think. So anyway, yes, we do give we are a community-sponsored program, so we give our patrons a little chance to veto one of these little things in colors, elements, and random. It means that the wheel cannot make us use that veto. If you can still fit it into your project and it works, go for it. But the wheel can't make us use it. Do you see anything on there that scares you, Bitty Penny?
No.
Do you want to know what
there might be things
what the patrons vetoed? Okay, we'll work you through them. We will. Yeah. Well, the patrons vetoed color red, pink, and blue. I'm not sure where it is. I have not looked at these since I worked on them the other day. Where is it? Did I forget to put it on there? That would be very clever. Oh, there it is. Number 19. I did red, pink. Nope, that's green, pink, and blue. Oh, we want to take that one off instead? I don't see it. I may have taken it off. I was moving things around a lot. Okay, I was going to do this next week, so, that's how it goes. Give ourselves a little kiss on the brain. Okay, well, we'll have all the colors available and whatever. The element that they don't want, let's see if January is on there. Is January on there? There it is. We aren't going to use that as a theme-ish kind of thing. And for random, they don't want pre-printed, number 4. Number 4. All right. I don't know what happened to colors. I was moving things around like crazy. I probably just left it off. Obviously, I left it off. Such is life. Okay, now you're studying it. What are you thinking? Yep. Bitty Penny is usually brave and has no vetoes.
Yeah.
Actually knows.
I was just looking. I was having to double check what pre-printed was. But I guess that would be like printables and stuff.
Yes.
What I love is that
magazines.
Yeah.
Graphic cards.
That's what I was thinking. Okay.
Calendars. There's a lot that you could do with that. Yeah. That's why I put it on there. I thought, ooh, that one's really fun.
Yeah. That would be great with Frankenpaper.
Yeah. Frankenpaper, it would be. Maybe we can throw in Frankenpaper just
they
for
would
fun.
Go well together.
We'll see how it works out. Okay, let's give this guy a warm-up, shall we? Okay.
Yes.
No, I don't think she is. You're not vetoing, are you?
Oh, no. Mm-mm.
It's not her style. Let's spin for project. Ephemera? I think ephemera has been on there. I can't recall right off. Number 22. We have had so many different parameters. A book binding card.
Yes, give it to me.
That's the first time I've ever heard that response to even seeing that. So well done. We'll talk about it here in just a second. What colors are we going to make that book binding card? It's a really fun little cut and fold. But you could always do other things with it too. Number 1, blue, purple, and silver +1. So you get a blue and purple. We're going to work some silver in there. And then you can add another color too, and you'll have to. Element. What will our theme-ish stuff be? Number 19. Rodents. Everybody's favorite, rodents. We're gonna have some rodents with some bookbinding. Oh,
awesome.
Maybe that thing has been vetoed and hated. Well, let's end that year with Face Our Fears. Here we go in random. Embrace our fears. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. Number 9, and we're going to have some vertical lines in there. That's no big deal. Very good. Yes, rodents. Ashley loves rodents. She's always making cards with rodents.
Yeah, with squirrels and mice.
Squirrels. Yes, yeah. Squirrels, cute little mice. I don't know if a skunk is a rodent. Is a skunk a rodent?
We can handle some rodents.
There's some new stamps with skunks. Some mice, they would be cute. You know what's funny? We got rodents the first time we did the spins with Justine. And that was the show that fell apart.
Didn't happen.
And then the second time, I can't remember what we got. Oh, we got something else. But we'd already had really rodents.
It's meant to be. It really wants to be in episode 93.
That's exactly right. Episode rodents. It's just the rodent episode. Rabbit, I don't know if it's a rabbit's a rodent. It may be. That would be cute.
In this house it is.
There's lots of cute little... And Vicky Ruda today in the group, if you aren't a part of our group, we invite you to join us. Facebook had her little hamsters with little cute little party hats. So just think of that. You could do a little mouse with a party hat for New Year's Eve or birthday. There's a lot we can do with rodents. So bookbinding card, what do you think?
I really want to use, I only have to find it now. I had it out earlier. I'm kind of thinking of using a die that has, well, maybe we just throw the die out. I can't find it and I don't really want to die cut, so I'll make it myself. But I want to make a heart book card. So
a heart book card.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I was going to look through my little pile here. I've got a couple samples. And yeah, if you don't mind, please. This is a book binding card that if you Google, this is basically what you'd find. It just is you just do a little bit of a score inside on the front and then just glue down that little part. But you could make it all sorts of stuff. You could make it look like a book. You could have book bindings. I did a whole bunch of book bindings where you could see the edges of the books. You could do that. But that is what comes to mind when I hear book binding. I'm trying to see if I have another one. I don't think I do.
Well, it's awesome because
card
I've
with
always
a book
wondered
that has a binding about mice. Yeah. What were you going to wonder about?
Well, I've always wondered what you call that style of card that you just showed us. And now I know.
Yes.
I've always wondered, like, what is that style even called? Bookbinding style. Oh, cool.
I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah. So I think, it's not hard. You just go in an inch or something, fold it, and then glue it down. It's really cute. Just makes it a little special. And then you can do all sorts of stuff with it if you want to do it. I don't know how you do a heart with that, but we're good. There's going to be other things too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be essentially the same as what you showed, but it'll just be in the shape of a heart instead of an A2 or 5x7 or whatever.
Oh, that'll be fun to watch. That'll be real fun to watch. You're glad that rodents finally won? I know it was going to stay on until we got it. Truth be told. I know the person who does the parameters. But I think they're very fun. So, look at all that list from Allie. Beavers, squirrels, guinea pigs, hamsters, gophers, mice, flying squirrels, rats, groundhogs, muskrats, and chinchillas.
Nice.
You should be able to find something.
Yeah.
I think we're good. Okay, so just a second. Okay, so blue, purple, and silver, and 1. What do you want to put with your +1? That just means you add another color.
The first color that came to mind was like a teal.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's
I
always
also
pretty.
think like an olive or a deep green might be really nice. I don't know.
Yep. That looks good with purple and blue.
Yeah, we'll see.
Even a red would look pretty.
Mm-hmm.
So,
which if I do
if you're
going to
do a heart thing, and maybe a red.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to make your rodents red? Or neutrals. Neutrals are always free.
Yes.
Black,
I was
gray,
planning on using
black,
that card.
gray, white, cream, tan, brown, metallics. So you can have. Oh, what did you say, darling?
Oh, I said I was planning on using the neutrals for sure.
Yes. You can always use neutrals. That is absolutely right. Hedgehog. I don't know, Feline. I bet they are. Porcupines are rodents, so I bet hedgehogs are. We're going to find out all sorts of new rodents, I bet, next week on Craft Roulette at 6:30 when we go through all of our submissions, which I hope we will have a whole bunch. It'll be fun to see all of your interpretations of rodents. I don't have my card that I made. Yes, I do. Oh, Timber. Oh, Bitty Penny will be right back. We had to bring her back in. Do I have a... There we go. Toot. Eunice is trying to cause us trouble again.
I'm trying to get it synced up.
Here we go.
Okay.
Hedgehogs. Hedgehogs are awfully cute. I have a lot. Oh, they aren't rodents. They're mammals. They're close enough. There is when I did the card with Justine on the show that didn't happen, one of the shows that didn't happen, that was my little rodent, and I think it turned out kind of cute. So, anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do tonight, but yes, that's right. Mr. Producer, who is our Craft Roulette police, will not be doing all the biological phylogeny to see which animals belong to which species and whatnot. So, have some fun. You can make something up. It'll be fun. Yes. Make up your own. You could even have combinations of rodents. And it'd probably be a good thing. And then a vertical line, that's just not going to be too hard. It just needs to have something in there so you're not just all horizontal, I guess, or diagonal. Just something to keep in mind. You could add a border. With this kind of card, you could definitely add a border right there, and you'd have a vertical line just like that. So it'll be good. I think we can go ahead and let you go. I think your hard hat, if it looks like it's starting to heat up under there and you've got some ideas coming on. So let's let you go ahead and get your things together, and we'll meet you back here in just a few minutes.
Sounds good.
Great. All right. Oh my goodness. I do have some things to share with y'all. One thing, I had just gotten this huge box from Vicki Tillett, and I did want to show you some of the things that she had sent. She sent a bunch of Stampin' Up! Stamps. She sent some really cute cards in here, some ribbon, and these will all go to, I think there's probably some more in here, and some paper. These will all go into goodie bags for gifts. So that's when you do send in a card, you may win something like that. But this is one of the cards she sent. Isn't it cute? And it has a little gift card right here. Doo-doo. I don't think I could get much with it, but it's very, very cute. If you do want to send us a card, here is our address, Marigun Fun, P.O. Box 480566, Kansas City, Missouri 64148. I'll keep that right here in case you want to get it. It's also down in the description. But look, I do want to show you all these beautiful cards. Even though they're Christmas, they're still gorgeous. This is from Crafty Mama Diaries, Helen Schlett. Very fun. We got one with a Kerwin kitty. Uh-oh, I forgot to write down who it was from, and I know who it was from, and I took the envelopes out. I will put all these on our group. This one was Luann Johnson. I remember that. That's a cool cut, isn't it? With little corgis. This one was from Jennifer Hunstead. Isn't that clever? So cute and fresh. Feels like I just got a peppermint in my mouth. This was Smurf. And this is a really pretty little easel card. Gorgeous. And then she put in a tag just because she put in a tag. And it's pretty too. This little card was from Vicky. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Oh, look at this from Grandma Gay. There's a place in there where she could write. Pretty fancy. Look how it lays out. Ooh, pretty fancy schmancy, Grandma Gay. I love it. This is a fun little guy. Lynn Sprengel. I was thinking this was, oh well. There's a cute one from Lynn. That's it. Catherine Taylor, I'm so embarrassed. Thank you. Because you were talking, and I remember you have another little kitty in the letter, and you wrote a very, very sweet letter. And you're talking about, I have a black cat, and she was saying how hard it is to get black cat faces because they just look black. And I said, yes, back to her. Well, you haven't gotten the card yet. But I did say, yes, that's true. Sometimes I think that Kerwin is a black t-shirt on my bed. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you, Catherine. And this is Miss Wolf, Kimberly Wolf. You can tell by her style. A 5x7, very sweet. We've got Santa Claus and Christmas from our Florida girl, Ava Ballon. Arlene DeTizio sent this pretty. Look at all that shine. Very pretty. Got this from Ashley Young and Luna. Luna is Kerwin, our black cat's best friend. Says so right there. Super cute. Your blending, Ashley, is so astonishing. There's like no line. Ugh. And this one from Wendy Jarvis, who said she went through 4 boxes of cards on her on Instagram today. 4 boxes of cute cards she sent out. Isn't that cute? And as if that's not enough, then I got this little package, and we have a kind of a joke around Craft Roulette about robots, which has been a parameter that nobody else also don't want. They don't want rodents. They didn't like robots. And so Jackie Rip sent me a card and a robot stamp. So I think we better bring it back. What do you think? Do we need some more robots? When I replace rodents, should I put robots on there? Isn't that so hilarious? I just laughed out loud, Jackie, when I opened that up. Couldn't imagine what you were sending me. And yes, ma'am, I did smile. No, I laughed. And so, for you, here is Rudolph, our robot, and he's got his party clothes on. He says, have a crafty new year. So, more, and he has his little banner, and it says, more robots, 2022. So, we'll see how that goes. I do want you guys to come back, though, so don't bail. So fun. Thank you so much. It's been fun to go to the post office box this last week. I've really enjoyed it. Okay, now I got to start thinking about rodents. You know, we're going to bring Bitty Penny, bring back the rodents. That's right. Allie, see or robots. I have 2 robot sets ready. That's so funny. Squirrels and porcupines are rodents. That's good. Yeah, I know those black cats. We also have a big black dog. Trip over him all the time in the dark. He doesn't mean to be that way, but he sure is hard to see. Oh, Patty's back. Welcome back. Are you done with your party? All right. Bookbinding card. Probably do one of these.
You get set up. Let's bring Biddy in.
Okay.
Explain her card.
Biddy's going to come in and explain her card while I go get my stuff together. Here we go.
All right, cool. All right. So I'm going to play with this Colorado Craft Company set. I think it'll be really fun to play with these rodents. And they're just so cute. And I think they're going to go great with my heart idea for the heart book card. And then purple. And then I have purple and blue. This is a Lawn Fawn paper that has textured dots on it, but it matched this Mente really well. So I thought this paper would be great for the purple and blue. It's so pretty. This looks like a perfect setting for these little mice. So somehow I'm to make my card tonight. But the first thing I'm going to do, oh, thanks, Grandma Gay, is start with my card base, which I have a die in my stash to make something like this, but if you're familiar with my channel, then a lot of times I do a no dies, no problem, to where we just make templates and cut things up and don't use any dies. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. All right.
All right. I think I've got my thinkings together. That's just a thinking that I think know what I'm talking about. But it looks like you are well in control. I think you've already got you've got a handle on what you're doing. That's very impressive. That's always the part. The Scary Mile. Who was it that was saying? I think it was Jackie Ripp again, who was talking about going the scary mile on Craft Roulette. And I think it is. This is the worst part of the show for me. And then it all settles down. It'll be fine. But it's just that moment where you go, okay, I have nothing. But I do have a cute little squirrel, which I understand is a wonderful little rodent. I've got a little picnic basket. I think I'm ready for spring since we're supposed to get 5 inches of snow tomorrow. So I'm thinking maybe the picnic basket with this little guy, and work that in. Let's do lunch, because surely I could find somebody to do lunch with. Except I never send these cards, so that's all a myth. And then I do, and you said Colorado Company. I also have a little Colorado mouse here, but I don't think I'm going to use him.
I loved it when you put him in the RV that one time in your camper card. I loved those camper cards. And you put that little mouse in there. It was so cute.
Oh, I love to stick things in things. Well, I do have, there's the little picnic basket. Maybe he should be going in the picnic basket. And kind of head down into the picnic basket. That might be good with his little ears. We might try something like that. Just to make my guest happy. I also pulled out a cup, which I have multiple teacups because of that very thing. I like to stick things in things. And I thought, well, I could put him walking on a teacup too, right here at the edge trying to find something to eat. So, I don't know, teacup or basket. I think I'm going basket. I think I'm ready for it. I think so.
Oh, you've got this.
You guys are going to have fun watching her, I think.
All right. I need another scrap piece of paper.
Okay, and then I am going to go ahead and make my book binding. My husband used to work with a man whose last name was Bookbinder. Isn't that an interesting last name?
I used to work with a girl and her last name was Shoemaker.
I knew some shoemakers, and I also knew a moneymaker.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Debbie Moneymaker.
Thanks to James Bond and my last name, I was a affectionately called Money Penny for a while. That was a nickname I had.
That's pretty cute. I brought this out in case I wanted to do some, but I don't. I might want circles. Oh, decisions. I forgot. I'm rusty.
I feel like I should probably explain what I'm doing.
I'd love that.
So I'm just using copy weight paper to build my templates here. I drew a bigger heart, and then I wanted to draw a smaller heart to go inside of it. I think I'm still not really happy with that one, though. I'm going to draw a little bit bigger. But these templates, I'm then going to cut my actual cardstock based on these templates, and that's going to be my card base. I'm cutting one smaller so that I can put a patterned paper and I can start layering things up.
Oh, okay.
So in case anybody was wondering what I'm up to.
I was kind of wondering. Yeah. Here we have a diagonal stencil. However, if we turn it, it can be vertical lines. Now can't it? And then block that off. You like this part? Mm-hmm.
There we go. That's better. All right.
We do know that when we get to our 100th show, Mr. Producer is going to be making a card for our patrons.
Oh, that is awesome.
On the patron channel.
I'm so glad I'm a
we have
patron.
something to look forward there. We're glad to have you.
Or is he going to have to follow the parameters for the show, or is you just going to do whatever you want?
He says he's going to follow the parameters.
Nice.
Ooh, it could be interesting. He's very creative. And are you going to do it manually, or are you going to do it on the computer? He'll do it manually. Okay.
Awesome. Well,
he's watched the show a few times. He should be okay with it.
Yeah, I think he's got it. And your daughter's a creative as well, right? She's a writer?
She is a good writer. She does not do it by trade. She's a photographer by trade.
A photographer. Okay. I knew she was in the arts.
Yep. But she does write beautiful articles and things on the Facebook, which I have shared. And I think that's probably where you got that.
Yeah.
I'm going to do horizontal lines too. No, we're just one big hot creative family. Can't change the light bulb.
Wonderful.
But
that's overrated.
But that's why we have John and Frank.
Right.
Wonderful people that come help us do things. No, actually, Stephen's very handy on things, but Doug and me, well, we have our limits. Okay, so we got a little background going on there. I'll keep that out in case I would want something. Ooh, do I do a white squirrel? White squirrel. One of my daughters has a white squirrel in her neighborhood, and she sends me videos what happened to that darn squirrel? Oh, no. Did I lose it? Well, I may have lost my squirrel. Do you guys... Oh, there he is. Okay. He was hiding. I'm going to cut this out and put it on, too, because it will just go better. He's going to
I have edited videos.
He's going to be cute.
Looking for stuff before. Like, I've gone back and while editing a video, I'm like, okay, now where did I put that stamp? Because I would have been cleaning up afterwards and I couldn't find it. It's like, I'll find it when I edit my video.
Yeah, it's you only get if it's outside that 12-inch realm or if it's under something, it can get hidden pretty fast. So what kind of cards did you make all day, Bitty Penny?
Well, I made my sheet load cards for January, and it was a total delightful session. So I got that done, and then I did a little light shopping with my kids at Joann's.
Fun.
And then I just played and played.
Good.
Without any
you.
specific outcomes, just playing.
Did you not overthink it? Did you
That's right.
use what you have?
Yes.
What was the third one that you say? Don't overthink it. Use what you have. I can't. Oh, I lost it.
Just have fun.
I knew it
play.
earlier. Just have fun. Yes.
Just enjoy it.
He's looking in there. He says, "Oh, there's some good stuff." Do you make stories up when you're making things? Like the little squirrel going, "Oh, there's some good stuff."
Sometimes I do. Yeah, especially with like a scene card. I really enjoy like journals when people make a journal and they have like a character in mind and like what that character was curating, what they were collecting. I always think that's a really fun thing. Same thing with like hip hop albums in the 90s. A lot of hip hop albums, like all the songs and the way they were maybe titled or everything would be based on like a story. It was very, very creative time in that genre of music.
I may have missed that whole genre. And that entire really decade.
Yeah, it's really fascinating how creative and what they were coming up with collectively. I may be getting ahead of myself here, but I'm putting my trim down.
You'll make it work.
Yes, that's the plan.
So, in the chat, what do you guys think? Are you inspired by a rodent? You know, Minnie Mouse. If you have a Mickey Mouse or Minnie Mouse kind of thing, they're rodents. So we could have some. We have some Disney kind of stuff. They aren't as cute. Little mice are not as cute when they're on my... Kerwin last week got 3 mice. He's a monster. He is just out to decimate the population on the outside. Not here, but inside. But he's only brought in 1, and the poor little thing didn't last very long. But it's okay. I don't begrudge him, that's for sure. Oh, that's
He's
a whisker.
Just being a cat, right?
He is being just a kind of a kitty. He's just pretty young still. He'll be 2 in February. He had a ski lodge manager with the name of Bone Break. It does not sound right, does it?
Oh my gosh.
That is... how'd they ever hire him? Okay.
I guess he could have been a ski lodge manager or a stage manager for a theater company.
Yeah, break a bone or an orthopedist.
Right.
we do have a couple questions from our patrons. Sherry
fun.
Pemberton from down the street in where is she from? Down the street in Missouri asked, we got a horse there one time. Ooh, that looks kind of junky, but we'll figure it out with the colors. Have you set any New Year's resolutions? Oh my gosh, no. But I do.
Yes.
I have plans,
I get real
but not
excited
resolutions.
about it.
Is that
I get
like
real
part of your
excited
design
about it.
team, kind of excited, kind of you're doing lots of changes kind of thing?
Yeah, for sure. Like, well, okay, so ever since I was like 17, 18, for New Year's, for years, I would go and rent this cabin up in the Ozarks. And I would take all my art supplies, I would take music and food, and I would stay for a day or two. And I would, back then I was really into Sark, Sark. She's a writer,
Okay.
like Wild, Wonderful Women kind of writer. And she's very inspirational. And so I'd take a Sark book and I just love the new year. It's so exciting. You know, just the idea of setting goals for myself and having a new beginning. And it's just for me, a very exciting time.
Yeah. Okay. Eunice is trying to mess up our. Eunice is trying to mess us up again.
Is it better now? Sure.
What you guys can't hear is Mr. Producer is able to talk to Biddy Penny, and so he's giving her some things to do. And so when she answers, sure, there's actually a reason for that, but it may sound a little bit arbitrary. So I did some VersaFine Clair for watercoloring, so I'm going to try a little watercoloring here. Not anything fancy. And it'll probably be blotchy. But my daughter does have a white squirrel in her neighborhood, and she sends me these videos of it, and I can't believe it hasn't been killed because it stands out so much. And oftentimes an animal that is unusual like that is singled out by not so nice animals. They're talking. I'm just kind of letting them talk a little bit. So I'm going to use purple, blue, and I have chosen red because I got a juicy, beautiful apple in there. So I am going to use red on that. And I've got some grapes. I can make those purple. And we'll make that leaf green, blue, because we do have parameters. If you have never made a card for Craft Roulette, this would be a great weekend to do it. We don't know what we'll be giving away next week, but I've got lots of goodies that need to find new homes. So maybe you will be a part of that. We'd love that. And do we have some new people I haven't noticed. I haven't been able to see. There are some new friends. Oh, how nice. You think, Kathy, you think he should take my spot and I should be Mrs. Producer? Well, that would be a short show. Because I get pretty side. Remember, I used to have my own set of buttons, and they have been taken away because I don't do well with all those buttons. I probably could, but it would be a short show because there'd be some mischief, and I'd fall away and start thinking of a card I'd want to make. So, but it's a nice thought. I'm going to cut this out, so it's only going to have a little bit of blue. I think I will make him white. It's going to be easier to do that way. And if I have a little bit of blue around him, then he'll stand out a little better. So, to honor that white squirrel, One of her dogs has absolute fits about that white squirrel. Good deal. I think the Vino is going to... this one can... what are my colors? Blue, purple, and silver. Oh, I got to get some silver. I can put silver on the... Okay, blue. I don't have any blue much except for that, do I? Blue, purple. I guess I'll make that purple. I don't know what fruit that is, but we'll make it purple. Yeah, we're going to make this wine. But we've got something here. Make it a little darker. How's Bitty Penny doing?
I'm doing good. Doing good. Hopefully the sound is okay.
Is it turning? I think it sounds fine to me.
Yay, good.
Yes, yes. We're just fighting. Friday internet fights. For real. Everybody's
so
on
now I'm
tonight.
doing my
They want to watch
binding.
I think I have some silver.
All right. So this is what I'm doing for my binding. I'm just taping it onto my front and my back card panels. I'm going to line up my hearts here. I'm having it stick out because I want to punch holes in it and put string through it, because I always think with all the junk journals and things that I make that I want like it hand sewn is the way I think of a book binding card.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go that way with it. So now that these are attached, I can punch 2 little holes there. So yes, I have some New Year's resolutions. This year I'm going to be, so last year my crafty resolution was to tackle the insides of my cards regularly and make sure that I decorate the insides of my cards. And this year I'm focusing on envelopes because I never think about the envelopes that I put them in. I just buy standard envelopes and throw my handmade cards in there. And so this year I'll continue, because I just don't feel right about doing a card now if the inside's not done. So I'll continue that, but I'm adding on consideration for the envelopes.
Well, that'll be good. Maybe you do send a lot of cards, though, right?
I try to. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love to send them.
Oh, yeah. It is fun. It's fun to your cards are like an event. They're so, I mean, look at this thing that you're making now. Your cards are, I've gotten a couple, and they're just like, they're so involved. But it's good. It's good. I'm not saying it's not at all, but they're like an event. You open them up and just go, oh my stars, there's a lot. This is so cool. And then the cards that I've gotten have a lot inside too. And yes. So you have done lots going on there. It's very fascinating and fun. So I didn't know that you didn't do the insides. I would have thought you did, because I have gotten such lovely things with insides.
Yeah. So I used to never think about the insides. And then I kind of got tired of family being like, oh, it's a pretty card, but why didn't you do the inside? So I was like, maybe I should start doing the inside. And I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad that happened, because now it definitely makes everything feel more complete. And I enjoy it. It's fun. I can do some really fun, different things on the inside of a card.
Well, there you go. It is a whole nother way of looking at it. You're right. I have this little fancy thing here. Is that white squirrel? This is kind of one of my oddest cards I've ever made, but it's okay. Serves me right for hoping to get rodents again. I thought my first rodent car was pretty good. I liked it. I'm not so
I
sure
liked
about
it
this
too.
rodent
It's
card.
cute.
It was just such a happy little face.
I like what you're working on now too. Like, I think the rodent in the basket would be a happy rodent because there would be plenty to eat.
This is going to have a feast. He is. You better believe it. I'm wondering what. Oh, look! I've got a nice little smudge, a little art, a little non-intentional embellishment. That's so sweet! Yay! We'll have to put. I was sitting here going, now what am I going to do over there? Now I know I've got to do something. I think I might do some ink blending just over there. And it's kind of a fun place to put the sentiment too. So, but if I may have to cover it, yeah. There it is. There we go. I think I'll ink blend on here with this and then take this and put it on top. Then if I mess it up again, it'll be okay. Yep, got a little piece of, I bet it was this little guy that got on there. Okay. Always something. Yes, so resolutions. What kind of resolution? Do you have like family resolutions?
Well, we don't really do resolutions, but we pick a word of the year. So for 2021, our word was perseverance, which, my goodness, that was a good one. That one was completely appropriate for the kind of year we had. So the year before that, it was joy. So we always just kind of pick something different, but something that so I kind of come up with a list of words and then I run it by the family. We kind of vote and decide what will be our family word of the year. So that's kind of what we do.
How do you remember that?
How do we remember the word?
Yeah, how do you remember? What do you like? Put it on your refrigerator and write poems?
Like when we did joy, I had gotten this wooden sign that said joy on it, and we put it in the living room. For perseverance, it was just like, yep, our word's perseverance, and that seems like it's sticking. And I've picked one of the other ones we've had before was balance, just kind of, that was more for me and my husband, just keeping things in balance. And
okay.
Yeah, I don't know what it's going to be this year. Like I usually we would know by now, but I'm a little behind, I guess, on getting the list of words together. But I think what I want for myself this year and what I want for my family even is to have more of a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. And to think about that this year. So, but I think that's really weird to just pick as a word, like growth mindset. I don't know. I feel like we still need a word.
Well, grow.
Yeah.
Grow is a pretty simple word too, and you could draw it every day. Work on your calligraphy too. Have everybody draw it. Get a 365.
So I get really excited about resolutions. I get really excited about a new year, but I don't do it in a very strict way. Just like in my card making, I need a lot of flexibility. So it's like, I couldn't commit to doing that every day.
I hear you. That'd be hard. Yeah. Once a week, you'd have 52 different grows.
Yes.
That'd be kind of fun.
Now that's something I'm kind of signing on to with journaling. Is doing a weekly journal spread. And then that way, that's manageable. I think I can handle that.
Oh yeah,
time to bring in the water.
Any daily thing besides getting out of bed, which can also be very difficult, but anything daily besides eating and getting out of bed and getting dressed is just too hard.
Yeah,
it's lofty. It's lofty goals.
Yeah,
that was okay.
Yeah. Used to, before I gave up sugar, but used to I could have probably said like, oh, I could eat chocolate daily. Like that's something I could commit to. But now I can't even commit to that.
No, that's actually quite a commitment, daily chocolate eating. It could be hard. Plus, it could really, oh man, I didn't eat my chocolate yet. Oh no. Now I got to eat my chocolate, and I've already brushed my teeth. It's going to taste like peppermint chocolate, and it just gets too onerous. What's the point? What's the point on that? I don't like this silver bitty penny. I don't like it at all. So it's going off. You know what I could do, though? I could put my vertical line with a real skinny little piece.
I've got to work in
If I
some
could
vertical
find
lines. That's what I don't have yet.
Oh, they're just having such a nice dance, those little guys.
Yeah.
Look how tight they're holding each other. They must really be in love.
I think so.
Either that or one of them's has
one of them fell asleep.
Dizzy
maybe.
head. It's very possible. I think we'll put a little white. Is this a little white? And then a little black. Sure, that's gonna be fine. We're both painting. Look at us.
Yay. Can y'all hear the fireworks? It must be quite the show out there.
I cannot hear them on your end. I heard some here not too long ago. But really, they just need to save it for the Chiefs. Let's get real here.
So do you have any resolutions, Mary?
Oh, glory, no. I've made lots of plans, but there's no resolutions. I always have a lot of, okay, this is going to be my schedule, and it's going to be this, and I know I'm not going to do it, but it sure looks good on paper. Man, it looks good on paper. I look like the most overwhelmingly awesome scheduled person on paper that you can imagine, but it doesn't ever. Then it's just like, it takes longer to do things than I schedule. So,
yeah.
Bah. Yeah,
I'm
not. I don't have
way.
a lot.
I look at a project.
Yeah, I think
I'm
it's
like,
pretty human.
2 hours, and it's like 2 days of a project.
Yes.
I do that.
Yes. Well, real life will come along and interrupt you.
That happens too.
And yeah, so, it's okay. I think we're going to keep doing Craft Roulette. That's about as far as my resolutions have gone. Keep doing Craft Roulette.
Yes, please. We would be sad and lost on a Friday night without you guys.
I know, it did. It
show
felt
must
like
go on.
so long without you. Yeah. It was silly. Nuts about you, darling. Nuts
I don't know what we did on
about
Friday
you.
nights before Craft Roulette.
I don't know. Probably, I don't know. Probably got your pajamas on and relaxed. Played board games. I don't know. Go to football games. Different things like, and I have a question from Grandma Gay. The Grandma Gay's thoughtful question of the day. We've met Grandma Gay because of you. She is so cute.
I love her.
She is just like this. Oh my gosh. She was on one of our patron calls. We had an all patron call in December on Zoom. And thank you, Leslie, once again. And she was on it, and she was kind of dark. I'm going to tell on you. She was kind of nervous about being on because she said she'd never done a Zoom call except with family. But she came on and she sat there and she chatted and she was just so adorable. And did you know, have you seen her husband? She's married to St. Nicholas.
Oh my goodness, no.
Yes. I saw a picture of him. And she's married to St. Nicholas. So, yep, he's the real thing. So
That's
you have to check
fabulous.
it out. But her question is, Miss Biddy Penny, have you ever taught art or paper crafting classes?
So I have taught card making classes at my church.
Mm-hmm.
There's a 55 and plus group, and we would get together. I would take card sketches. So I'd set up like 4 or 5 tables, and I'd put a card sketch on each table, and I'd have everything pre-cut to match that sketch, and then just have lots of supplies. They could, of course, go off the sketch or do anything that they wanted. But just to get them going,
Mm-hmm.
I would have a sketch at each table, and we make cards. And then I did work with the children's group as well. We would make cards for Dell's Children's Hospital. And so that's the only, besides my YouTube videos, that's the only classes like that I've taught. I used to be a Tai Chi instructor, though. I used to teach Tai Chi.
Oh, for Pete's sake. I can see you doing that. So totally.
Yeah.
That's not a hard stretch to think of at all.
But
And
that's it.
How did you come about to be a Tai Chi instructor?
I took it in college as my physical education. I started in canoeing, and then they kept making us roll our boats on purpose and go underwater. And I was like, this is incredibly uncomfortable. I don't like this at all. I need to find something else. And so I landed in Tai Chi. And then I just really connected with my instructor. And she was like, gosh, I would really like, to retire at some point. And she was an artist as well. And she was like, and I was like, well, I would love to learn to do what you're doing. And so she just kind of took me under her wing, and I stayed with her for a few years and was her assistant.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was wonderful. And then I would teach classes at the public library.
Where life is going to take you.
Yeah.
Who knows? Have you ever used it in real life? Like, flipped anybody?
I mean, it definitely, I noticed the many health benefits from it while practicing. And then once I stopped practicing regularly, because I did it daily for a number of years. And it definitely, there are so many health benefits that I attributed to it directly. But sorry, what was your question?
Have you ever used it like to have to flip somebody?
No. It's really not, even though it is considered a martial art, the form that I learned the long yang form. So it's like a series of 108 movements. They're all in a very specific order. And, but it's really just about a personal experience. But I have grown up taking martial arts. And so one time I took Aikido classes, and in the very first class, my instructor probably weighed like 250 pounds. He's like, by the end of this class, you're going to be flipping me onto the floor over your back. And I was like, sure. And he was right. That one was really amazing. That's the kind of class, that's the kind of martial art where it's like you flick your pinky and someone's across the room. I don't know. It's really amazing.
That
really
sounds
cool.
like a lot of fun, actually. I think it'd be fun. But it sounds like a lot of work, which isn't, physical work is not like my jam. Jam is
not
my
your
jam.
thing. I I was we've been watching Will Smith's thing on HBO Plus. It's like Welcome to Earth, I think, or something like that is what it's called. I'm always terrible with names. But it is so good. And I was watching, these really fit people explore the earth and do their thing. And I was like, I kind of miss that feeling of having like bodily strength where you can like, because I've climbed Mount Rainier before. I've done a few things where it's like, when you get done, it's like, wow, I feel strong. And I kind of miss that feeling. So it was motivating in that way of like, I kind of want to feel like that again. Like, I want to feel strong again. I kind of
feel that way just when I feel that way when I force myself out of my craft room. I think, that took a lot of strength to get myself out of here. That's about, it's kind of, yes. I don't maybe have as high goals as some, but, so my book is now opening from the top. Yes.
It counts.
Yes, I think it works. Yeah, I thought it fit better. So
like it.
That's about you. I was going to make it like this, but then I didn't like it. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. I might add a few more little things here. Because there's some more little stamps here. I could add some goodies down here, which might be much cuter. Because this is not cute yet. There's more cute coming. I could put some... Don't stop until it's real cute. How do you know when to stop on something? Because you definitely have, like, your style is adding and adding layers and layers. And how do you know? How do you know when to stop?
That's a good question.
Hang on just a second. Chris Pesmino, you have a wonderful new year. Thank you for spending time with us. Go be safe. All right. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I'm not really sure. I just go, sometimes I actually feel like I stop prematurely and I probably should have explored it a little further. It's a lot of times how I feel, but basically, it's like when the card wows me. When I feel like, oh, wow, yeah, I like this, then I know I'm in a good place.
It just feels complete.
Yeah.
It tells the story that you want.
Yeah. When I feel like I've impressed myself, like, okay, yeah, like this, it just has a feeling. I've got to add some vertical stripes to this.
I stuck one silver one in. One sneaky little silver one. There may... Yeah. Oh, that's true. I had it in the pattern too, but that's the silver because we had to have silver and I had gray. So, yeah, I think a couple little apples would entice that. This is the apples that enticed the squirrel. The squirrel's name is Adam. Oh, Mr. Producer says I could put these on the inside. I think you have influenced him. I think he wants me to do inside jokes and inside patterns. I could also put a little bit of this stuff too on the inside for a little bit of a, if he had.
I like your blue watercolor wash around the basket.
Well,
I like how
you.
It has the wash. It's not like some perfect square or anything. It's a watercolor wash. I love it.
Well, when you buy the really expensive 99-cent Pang or whatever it is at the beginning of the school year, you get good looks like that. This was just something I got at Michael's on the way out and said, I'm going to see the watercolors I have are very chalky and opaque and they're not watercolory. They look like chalk when they're dry. So, which is fine if that's the one you want, but I wanted some things I could wash with. And I had a feeling that the I remember the elementary school paints not having that much. It's kind of that watercolor thing. So I go big there on that on those big things like buying watercolors. Oh, do you have any big investments planned, foilers or anything that you want to get this year and master?
No. I mean, I think if anything, I'm looking to simplify a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have toyed, I've gone back and forth with the idea of getting a foiling machine, but actually I just still just not there. I'm not going to pull the trigger on that because one thing I'm trying to do is reduce my spending. And I feel like if I get a foiling machine, well, that's just going to go out the door because then I got to get dies for it. And you know what I mean? Like,
right. I do.
It starts a whole new acquisition of supplies that I'm not quite ready for. So yeah, I mean, I'm good. I'm kind of set, there's really all I need to do is just craft. I just need to use everything I have.
Yep. I like that. I
think I need to make an investment of just crafting.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's more inventory if you just keep buying stuff and then you have to manage all that inventory.
Oh my goodness. I know. I'm just so kind of overwhelmed as it is with the things that I have, which is one reason why I'm taking a different approach this year. Is for that very reason, just being a little overwhelmed as it is.
I did buy paper. I bought some paper. I hadn't bought paper since 2020. And I got sucked in by my boyfriend, Michael's. And he's always sending me emails. He just loves me so much. But he never pays for me. But he'll say, I'm going to give you a bargain here, honey. But I'm not going to pay for not paying your stuff, but I am going to give you a bargain. So Mr. Michaels sent me an email and said, I got some paper here. You could have a really good time with it for only $4.99. And usually it was $19.99. And I bit 5 times. So now I have paper. But I hadn't gotten it in a long time.
Did you know how much I've used?
Paper? Just not very much.
Right. Did you by chance get the paper pad that had the tiger on it?
I don't think so.
I got one from there recently. It was the same deal. And I was proud of myself. I only bought one. And it had these tigers on it. It was so cute. And like zebras. And I've already made a journal out of it. I made cards. So I put it to work.
So you're telling me that my boyfriend Michael's, emails you too? With the same thing?
I'm sorry, he does.
Oh, break my heart. Break my heart.
Oh my gosh. You know what's fun though? I have been going to the craft store for my kids lately. My daughter has gotten into diamond dots. Lily, my sister-in-law, and my brother got her this kit for Christmas where you do she does the diamond dots, but it makes stickers. And she just used them all up in a matter of a couple of days. I mean, she was just on it. So her and my son sketches, and so they've been wanting to go to the craft store for their art supplies. So that's what I've been taking them for lately, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, I am a sucker for a sketch pad. Totally.
Yeah.
I look at them every time and now do I need that one? Do I need a mixed media? Do I need a new watercolor? Do I need a new sketch pad? I sure like them. You know, it's going to be a new year. I should get a new sketch pad. I could write the word of the year every day for the whole year. I could do that. And I could then take a picture of it and send it to Biddy Penny, and she could be encouraged. But no. Yeah. That's right, Melanie. He's a gigolo. He's emailed you too, Rosie. Oh, that Michaels.
Oh, sorry. Are my lines supposed to be vertical? They're supposed to be vertical. Thank you, Jamie.
Turn it sideways.
Wait, who told me that? Sorry, I don't know. Jamie's the last
Is Deputy
one.
Heidi out there? Deputy
Heidi did it. Yes, thank you, Heidi.
She's got her deputy. I did not send her her badge because I'm afraid she might really get powerful.
Well, I'm glad she told me. That's no problem.
I do have a deputy badge.
We'll cover that up. Bring out my handy dandy template again.
Deputy Heidi's husband, Kelly, I don't know if he's watching tonight, but he did a card last time, and it was a painting, and he had a goat in a tree. Because the perimeter was in or under a tree, and he did a goat. It's very fun.
That's so fun.
Yeah, this is getting a little better. Maybe too much. No glue. Don't. I know, that's what I'm wondering. If I need, here's another a pear.
So I think I'm just going to do half of a
blue pear.
Since it's vertical.
I'm trying to think of size here. So will you eat black-eyed peas tomorrow?
Oh my goodness. Sound just like my mom. She's like, you need to come over and make sure you have some black-eyed peas. I know you won't have them if you don't come visit me. I'm like, I'm not superstitious, but yes, I'll come eat your black-eyed peas.
I ate black-eyed peas one year at my neighbor's, and I was going, what is this? She said, we've got to have them. You've got to have them.
Yes.
Good luck.
You have to have. Yes.
I was like, oh, okay. Well, I want that,
my mom
I guess.
Came from the same school.
Yeah. Yes. The Paulette School of food traditions.
Are there other like New Year's Eve foods though? You know, like that's the only one I've ever known is like make sure you eat your black-eyed peas, but I don't really know. What else do people eat for New Year's? I think we're having shrimp.
Charcuterie boards. Finger sandwiches, champagne, or hot tea acting like champagne.
I'm drinking some sparkling French soda tonight from World Market, and it's the pear cardamom. It is so good.
Ooh, that sounds actually really good.
I've never had it before. Our neighbors put it in a Christmas basket to us, and it's delicious.
The cardamom sounds good.
Yeah, and the pear has a nice, like, you taste the pear. It's not playing around.
Without the grit.
Which is fine with me.
Good pear taste, no grit.
Right? We have a couple of pear trees in our yard. And the baby one that we just planted only like a year and a half ago put out like 75 pears this year.
Holy smokes.
We were blown away. I was like, you're supposed to be growing your root system. What are you doing? But it wanted to make pears, so we ate them.
You gave it purpose.
Yeah.
It was good.
We have quite a few.
How are you
trees.
doing? You're putting on some bling there? Is that what we're...
Yeah, I'm putting on
getting
some
down
silver. I have a little silver in my ribbon, but I decided it needed a touch more.
Oh, what happened to my trash? Okay. Well, this is kind of a crazy little card. I don't think I know I wouldn't have made it without these crazy parameters.
Right.
But it's a book binding card by all definitions. And
I love that we got that parameter.
And to honor you, I put some stuff on the inside. I don't have a sentiment on the inside, but I usually don't do sentiments anyway. I just write. So that's why it takes forever to do a card. Because I write and write and write. I'm thinking maybe a little bit more silver.
Mine is done.
But I'll do it later.
Let's see though.
I'll sleep on that one. I like to sleep on it. Here's the cards. I pulled out the cards from your last shows. Let's see. The first time you were on, we had a trifold. And it was blue, yellow, and green, and birds, I think. And this was my card. Yep. You remember that?
I do, totally.
And then the second one, it was fun. I don't remember. It had smile was one of the parameters. It might have been a floral and 3 colors. And and it had pattern paper too.
Pattern paper.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was so excited about the pattern paper.
So this was my second card with you. And then the third time you were on with those darling Helen Schlett, Crafty Mama Diaries, and Crafty Al. And so I didn't do a card during the show. I did it later. And this is what I did later. And I don't remember what the parameters were at all. But this was
stars.
And this one, do you think there were stars? I'd certainly put stars, but
I remember putting
I didn't use
stars
any
on
stamps.
too.
So maybe it did have stars.
Yeah, because I remember
didn't
having stars on mine.
Stars on thars. So I just made this one, and I didn't use any stamps. I was really surprised, and I thought it was great fun. So that was my card, and now I've got number 4. Haha.
Yay.
And I see your little, yours definitely is looking like a book binding with that little, how many pages are you ending up with?
That was not a great stamp. It's just a card. So it just has the typical card base. But yeah, I added this piece here. So yeah, has a book binding to it.
It definitely does. That's very fun. I like it very much. Will it fit in an envelope?
Let's see.
5x7.
I have some handmade 5x7s over here. So I've been making my envelopes. I have a whole stack of them. Yes, it'll fit in a 5x7.
Piece of cake. Yeah. Fat, not flat, or fat? Is it fat, not flat?
That's definitely one of my sayings. We have a whole song about it when we go to the post office. Flat, not fat.
I know. Oh, you have a song. Do we get to hear the song?
Oh, yeah, we sing it. Oh, no, I would not dare. I only torture my children with my singing.
Aw.
I know.
I would have done it. Yes. I would have learned it. We'll have to learn it. So, all right. Okay. Well, I think we did it. We're wrapping up 2021 with some cards that never would have been made on their own had we not been prompted by, yes, Mr. Wheel. I think he did a good job. I think he did a good job of giving us. Yeah, I think he did a good job on the parameters. I look forward to everybody sending one in and seeing how you work those things all in. Well done, happy little mice. Happy little mice. I love it. Let's go. We're going to go ahead and do a little bit of work here. And then when we come back, we will see your face if we could. And we'll wrap it up and say, Auld Lang Syne. Oh, Mr. Producer wants to see mine up close. There we go. I did make him a gray squirrel. And then I use the inside. Pretty. Bookbinding, nuts about you. I think it's okay. There's no nuts, but, you know. Can't have everything.
I like the jam.
Thank you. We'll bring you back here in just a few minutes, so don't run off. We do want to say thank you to our patrons. Look at all you precious, precious people. We do have 3 new patrons that we got. I wanted to make sure, I'm so afraid I'm going to forget something, so I write everything down. That's one of my resolutions from years ago, maybe. We have Allie Cope, Jackie Muller, and Julie Sanders. We want to say thank you so much for joining us. We're having fun. We had so much fun on our all patron call in December. It was just a real, I liked it a lot. It was because I see names, I see cards come in, I don't know them, and I got to talk to Jackie Muller. I have been getting card submissions from her for a long time. She's from Australia, and we got to hear her talk about drinking a cuppa. She was having breakfast. It was such fun. And we got to meet Grandma Gay and lots of other nice people. It was just delightful. We do have some Zoom calls lined up. Our Club Fun people get a little extra because they are a little bit more... Well, they're $25 a month. So, but we do have little things for everybody. It's okay. We do have more scrapbooking coming our way. We will be meeting Monday night for a Zoom call with the Club Fun people. We will be having our scrapbook game on the last Saturday of the month which will be a Zoom call too. So that is going to be super fun. And then in February, we are going to have another all patron Zoom call, which should be a hoot and a holler. Join us if you can. If not, we'd love just having you in chat, having you in our group, and having you in a submission board. There's a place for everybody here. Thank you, guys. You can play along. Just use those 4 parameters: bookbinding card, blue, purple, and silver, plus one other color. Use some kind of rodent and include some kind of vertical line. So send those cards to craftroulette.live. There's a submission form. Just fill it out, upload your picture, and it will come to me. It will be on Monday's blog, and it will be on next week's show. There's fun. We love to have you do all these things with us, and you will inspire somebody. I absolutely promise you. We do have a group, a Facebook group, and people do post those all weekend, and we all get excited and inspired to do more. What else do we have coming? Oh, we have more guests, of course, coming up. We've got Jessica Taylor next week. She's always fast. She's a fast card maker, and she will make you want to send cards. We have Daniel West. I have not met him yet. I'm looking forward to it. Cassie Trask after that. Stacy Sansom, or Stacy Facey, will be joining us for her second time. She's 6 feet tall, as I recall. And then Crafty Owl will be joining us again after that, because we just love our Crafty Owl. So join us each Friday night, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, for another round of card improvisation. You know what that means. You know it, and I know it. That confetti means it's giveaway time, and we've got some excellent giveaways from Biddy Penny tonight. Shall we bring Biddy Penny in? If you sent a card in not for episode 92, your name is on that list, and it will be spinning here in just a moment. Whether are these international gifts? I forgot to ask.
They're gift certificates. I believe that they ship internationally, so I think it should work.
Okay, tell you what we'll do. If we get an international person, we will double check and see, and if it doesn't work, we'll just spin again probably next week, because the prices of shipping is just so terrible. But they may want to pay the difference or whatever. We'll work on all those details, since I forgot. Really rusty. All those things that I would usually catch just didn't happen this week. What day is it? Is it Friday? I don't know. So we will double check, but we will, if we do get an international, we will check before we get you too excited. So, all right. What are those gift certificates?
So they're from the 2 teams that I've served on this year, which I just love with all my heart. So Scrappy Tells Crafts donated $25 gift certificate to someone tonight.
Thank you, Scrappy
And then
Tales.
Jamie at Not Too Shabby Shop, which these are just like 2 of my favorite people and shops. So I was so delighted and honored that they donated to a good cause. So they're each giving $25.
Jamie, we also want to thank Jamie for putting us on her story, on her IG story. She invited people to come visit us tonight. So thank you so much for doing both those nice things for us. And hopefully we can get some people to go shop at Not Too Shabby and Scrappy Tales.
Yes.
Because they do have cute stuff. All right, let's find out who's going to win those wonderful gift certificates. And thank you for getting those. You want to count 3, 2, 1 for Mr. Producer?
Sure. 3, 2, 1, spin.
That's the one. Good luck to you all, and thank you so much for sending in all those cards during that very busy time. Slowing down. Vicky Ruda, she is the UK, so we will find out for sure before we get. She's probably already in bed with her. She's got little hamsters. They probably are waking up, and she's probably going to sleep. But you know what? Something about Vicky Ruda, I'll tell you. She was featured in a scrapbook card making magazine in the UK, and she mentioned Craft Roulette. So she's got a special place in our heart. Yeah. And she makes great cards, and she's very fun. So, Vicky Ruda, we will be in touch with you and see if this goes. All right. I'll do it this time. 3, 2, 1, spin. This is for Scrappy Tales. I put that down for Not Too Shabby. I wrote 2, T-O-O, but it's the number 2. Oh, Linda Gorman, you lucky ducky. Make sure, Linda, you contact me. She's local. Contact me before Sunday at midnight, and we'll make sure that you would get your information to Scrappy Tales or to you and whatever. We'll figure out all those details. Man, Rust, am I a little orange tonight? Because I am rusty. Oh, there was just so many things I forgot. A parameter that I had vetoed. Oh, old lang syne. It's all over. So it's okay. Well done. Well, Biddy Penny, thanks for coming to the rescue.
Oh, I'm so honored. It's my pleasure. I love hanging out with you all, and especially with you, Mary. It's fun.
Well, we do have a good time. And, that first time, when we have a guest on the first time, it's always a little harder because I don't know how we're going to interact and everything. But now it's with you. I have to remember to look up and remember there's people here. Because it's just like we're just chilling, We're just having a nice time together. So that's lovely. I appreciate it. Thanks for dressing up and missing some of the party tonight in the next room. I appreciate you being here. Thank you, chat, for being here tonight. Now those stretchy pants are just going to go right into Jemmy pants for this old girl. And I won't see midnight. Well, it'll come whether I see it or not, so it's all fine. You have anything else you need to tell us? Anything exciting? You got a design team video coming out tomorrow?
Yeah, I have a video announcing. So it's going to be the Old Plus New 2022 hashtag. It's going to be a year-long hashtag hop that happens every month, and everyone's willing, it's open to everyone. So anyone can use that hashtag and play along with us. We're going to have a theme each month. And then I'll have a collaboration team who are playing along and using the theme and making videos for inspiration. And that's all it's about. It's about enjoying the things that you have, your stash, and creating. Just creativity,
Yeah.
and community.
which you do well. You do well. You bring all sorts of unique twists and turns to all your projects, and it's very fun to watch and see.
Oh, thanks.
So I look forward to watching all that. It'll be good. It'll be real good. So y'all, it's that time. One more kiss on the noggin for the 2021. You can still kiss your noggin later too. It's fine, but I probably will forget. And then we will be re-kissing those noggins starting real soon, next Friday, as a matter of fact. If you haven't joined us on our Facebook group and all that, please do. We would love to have you there. Thank you, everyone, for making this year so incredibly special. I don't have a big speech. Yay! They all said. Oh, I just made your whole year. But I don't have a big speech, but I do thank you so much, and I have so enjoyed getting to know so many nice people. Craft Roulette, we love you. So, and we love our friends that join us. So, thank you. Yep, that's right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To you, Bitty Penny. To you, chat. To you, Mr. Producer. Good night. Happy New Year. Stay safe.
Bye, everyone.